Hey everybody, I'm a new owner to a 2020 Tracker Pro Guide V175 combo. So we've owned this less than a year, so it's probably been about 6 months. We already have about 150 hours on this guy. My son uses this thing nonstop for fishing through rivers, lakes, all over through Wisconsin and through Illinois, and then some. But I just want to talk to you guys some things I learned in the process of owning this boat. Some of the items you may be new to it, so you may be wondering, hey, what are some of the downfalls? What are some things I need to get upgraded? Here I can talk to you a little bit about that. We've done quite a bit of modifications and learned a lot over the period of ownership of this boat. So I'm going to start from the front of the boat, and then we'll work our way back talking about some of the things that we upgraded. So first things first, this is a single trailer, right? Single axle trailer. I like the single axle, very easy to maneuver around. But just keep in mind that, hey, you know what? If you have a tire blowout, make sure you have a spare. In my case, I'm working on getting a spare. So know that that's out there, but it's been working very well. And then you got the swing tongue here on the front, right? Which is really nice here to save on space. I added, what we did is we added a Tracker genuine step. So it's got a step here, and then it's got this bolt-on with a U that comes here. I had a problem with this guy. So basically, the first time we took it out, we were backing up, and it went and hit the back of the Tacoma's bumper and ripped it up a little bit. So everybody said it came here in the front, and what we did is we moved it here farther in the back, and just recently it hit it again. So you know what I did is I yanked this out. It was very expensive, but I left this piece, the stepping, so for now we'll use that. But I'm hoping somebody will come up in the groups, or somebody will come up with a modification where I can go ahead and add it here, so it won't even come into play when we're backing anything up. So just want to throw that out there. Next upgrade we did was the Drotto. Been talked about a lot out there, right? So was very skeptical about it until we saw the reviews, and we went ahead and purchased it. Very easy to put on. You want to make sure you get the angle and keep this kind of loose. I also put a lock in here so to kind of deter people, right, from trying to take this thing from me when we got this thing launched out. But highly recommend this because it's super easy. My son will be out there fishing, and he's by himself. It's very easy for him to go ahead and launch out. All he'll do is click this up and go ahead back. Nice and easy. And then when he wants to bring it back in at night, all he has to do is rev it up a little bit. And you go ahead and clip right into here, and then here's a boom, a little click, and then he's off. He's locked. You can bring it out and then go ahead and lock it up like you should right here. So highly recommend the Drotto. Next upgrade we did, as you can see, the Lowrance Ghost. We did a 54-inch. A lot of people said 60. I couldn't find them back then. This was months back. So we did some of the calculations. It looked like it was going to be okay. We've been running this thing nonstop. It's been fine. 54-inch on the Tracker Pro Guide 175 combo has been good. Rivers, lakes, whatever you want. No complaints whatsoever. It's been a phenomenal machine. Make sure you, when you mount this up though, you've got some screws and some bolts in here. Make sure you go ahead and put washers underneath here on the bottom, because this material is kind of like a wood. It's not really solid. So make sure you put a whole bunch of those on here and make sure you get your bolts in there and get that secured up. But highly recommend, if you got the money to burn, this Ghost. Little chewed up over time, not too bad, but keep in mind he's put a ton of hours on this thing and it's still rocking. Here's the GPS puck for it. Here's the foot pedal. I did this directly with the OEM, so I came in here. I bought these Marinco. Highly recommend these plugs from Bass Pro, and they came right in here. It looks really like factory. It's all nice and secure and waterproof. So highly recommend this setup. When I did this, I actually had to go ahead and add another battery to the, there was just one single 12-volt interstate. So I added another battery in there, so another 12-volt, put it in there. We've been running it for about 4 months like that, 5 months. And my son's been complaining that it's not holding a really good charge, so we may have to go lithium. But I told him, hey, you know what? You're gonna have to go make some money for that lithium batteries, because they're a fortune right now. But I think eventually we're gonna go to lithium. Next upgrades, I want to talk to you. So let's go take you over here on the side. So we've got bumpers. So we like to put 3 bumpers on here, right, to protect this guy. Highly recommend these Brocrafts. So these Brocraft, these mounts here that go on the VersaTrack really help you. So you can put your line on here and then go ahead and secure your bumper wherever you need to. Next, you're wondering what this cover is. Just got it. Truxedo, it's called. So it's nice and solid material, but this will protect your windshield from getting any type of cracks from, rocks flying up. This windshield is expensive. We're talking like $4,000, and then, you know, the time to put it in. And right now, you probably won't, if you break it, you probably won't see another one for like 5 months, right? You'll be out of commission. So I bought this Tuxedo. It was about $100 some. It goes ahead in here, nice secures. You've got 2 straps right here, and then you got in the back here. It goes around, and then it secures like this. Just got it, haven't even used it. So I'll report back how this goes in the comments, but at this point, I'm kind of recommending this to protect from the chips. We'll see how it goes. Next upgrade, what we did is we went ahead and we changed out and actually put a charger in here. We put a battery charger. The Pro Mariner Pro Sport HD15 connects to the 2 trolling mat batteries, the 12 volts, and then the 12 volt cranking. Working really, really well. Just mounted it under here, and off I went. Really easy. And then we've got a nice little cable we keep here, nice and easy. I'm still waiting for that Minn Kota alternator charger, so it uses the motor to charge the batteries. That's been on back order forever. I hope to get that next week and get that in, and that'll be another upgrade that I'm moving to. All right, so let's go a little further here, moving our way back. Let me tell you what else we did. We changed out the electronics. Lawrence, we went with the Elite TI series, so changed that out, put a Scotty mount on here directly where the old one was. The one it came with was ridiculously garbage, so that one went out the door. I put this guy in, and then you're gonna have to go ahead and mount your wire and run it across here, okay? And then you're gonna have to lift this up a little bit and then run the wire back down here to your big guy transducer back here, right? Nice and clean installation, but it's gonna take a little time, so be prepared for that, right? Now let me go ahead and get up here and show you what else we did. So that's the battery. Next, I had a problem with the default puck, the receiver here that it came with. It blew out. Basically, it wasn't working. I troubleshooted it, was toast, and it didn't last very long. And so we needed something. So we went over to Tracker and said, you know what? We won't be able to change this out. It's going to be probably 9 weeks, and I'm still under warranty. I'm like, no, I can't deal with that. Are you kidding me? I need music once in a while. So I just went out and ponied up and bought the kicker. Swapped in here, plug and play. Highly recommend this kicker. I'll find a link and put it there in the area below, so you guys can, you know, purchase this if you want to do an upgrade. Phenomenal. Then I also went ahead, the speakers were junk, as they usually are with these things. So I went ahead and bought the kicker speakers right here. These 2, really cheap. One heck of an upgrade, let me tell you. Do the speakers. Very easy, it won't take you much time. And the sound is so much clearer than it was before. Moving back, you know, I mentioned that we've got the combo. Okay, so basically, the difference between the combo and the walkthrough is the combo, we had a seat here. So it was like a platform, and then you'd flip it up, and then you'd have 2 seats that would here for sitting. And my son said, you know what, he needed the room, so we went ahead and drilled out the rivets and took it out and put it in the basement. So there we go, there it sits. But that was in here to begin with. That was the only really difference. Moving along, we added some Brocraft Downrigger mounts. So these mounts seem pretty solid in the beginning, but what we notice here is that the VersaTrack, the way they have this track, it angles here. If you look, it angles down like this. So having some issues with the play, and we've made sure this is secure, but I'm going to look for another solution, maybe the Cisco or something else. Tell me what you guys think. But I've got 2 of these guys, and we happen to have it tight one day, and look what happened. Ripped right out of the VersaTrack. Not a good thing. Be careful with these guys. Not good. I wasn't happy when that happened. All right, so moving along. Let's go ahead and put this back. First upgrade you want to do, add some boat buckles. I got the stainless ones. Look at, you want to release these, you just click here. It's super simple. Take them off, and then when you want to tighten up, you just press these both. Look at that. I'm done. It's so awesome, these things. These things are so nice. So highly recommend that. Keep an eye out if you have this tracker trailer. I had from the factory, they had put this light further out. So basically, my son was backing up and he skimmed, you can see the mark here, skimmed back, and because it was sticking out, this light, it went and blew it out. So I had to replace this and made sure that I pushed this further back from this area right here. So even if he scrapes it again, it won't hit the light, hopefully. All right, next, what did we do? We had a default 3-blade prop. it got really chewed up. We heard a lot on the forums about moving to this 4-blade. Was a little skeptical, but I'm telling you what, it was a worthy upgrade. 200 bucks for this guy. It gets up on at hole shot really nice and quick, and then right to plane. It is one heck of an upgrade. Highly recommend getting the 4-blade prop. Go for it. You will not be disappointed. Next upgrade, and I'm going to talk good about this one. So you have a default Transom Saver, right? So this is a Transom Saver it comes with, right? So it's going to sit here, sit in there, and then it's going to go ahead and sit right in there, right? So here's the problem I had with the original one. So this boat wasn't very old, right? So basically you see this bolt that comes through here, right? So what happened is it had worn, this cushion had worn, and we didn't push it down much just to keep it snug, had worn through, and then it started bouncing around and hitting this bolt that was underneath here, right? It worn through here, and then it caused a little damage. So I went over to Tracker and they said, you know what, yeah, we've had a lot of issues with these. We'll give you a brand new one of these. You can still see the sticker on there. I had it on for a week, did the same thing. Look, let me take you over here. Look, started to split. I said, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go ahead and pony up. And then I went and ponied up for the DD26. The DD26 has been a blessing. These guys really know what they're doing. This unit is a little pricey, but it is worth its weight in gold. You look at here how it clips right in here, nice and easy. I put it on this second one down, and then look at the cushions. It sits right in this pocket right here, and you've got these cushions that are really solid. So this thing has been just a great upgrade. And then when we did that, we also added the steering locks. So this motor's not moving around when we're trailering, right? So we had the DD26, and these things are bulletproof. Highly recommend them. They are just been phenomenal. So that DD26, boy, do they make good products. Kudos to them for coming up with this stuff. Really nice and solid. So really happy with what they did there. Next upgrade. So we were wondering, we got the Mercury 115, been running great, right? Was wondering, hey, how many hours you got this thing? How do you find it out? Well, you got no way to check in here. So what I did is I bought Mercury Vessel View. So basically it plugs in here. You'll take the top call off. It'll have a little plug in here, and then you have a zip tie, and you'll attach it right up in here onto something nice and easy that's not going to get warm, right? So I attach that up, and then you connect with Bluetooth. I'll show you what it looks like. So let's see if you can see this. I might have to go here. So basically, I don't know if you can see this too well, but it'll tell you your RPM, etc., gallon mile per hour, hole shot. It also tells you all your maintenance, so you can keep, it says my maintenance is due. So I've done some maintenance on here. Here you can see the engine hours, 151.5 already, what I've replaced. You know, if you're going to replace the spark plugs, thermostat, look at when you did the oil, impeller, all that good stuff. A great upgrade for about 100 bucks. Gives you a lot of information about this engine. If there's any faults that are in here or anything like that, performance of the engine, that was definitely a worthy upgrade and worthy of the cost. So did that. And I'll put the links below how you can get that. Changed out at 100 hours, changed out my lower gear oil, changed that out, and then went ahead and changed out the regular oil and then the oil filter up in here. That was really super easy. It wasn't hard at all. Keep an eye on your prop sleeves right here on these engines. I'm going through about 2 a year. I'd used them, I got another video out there, I used some Bell's adhesive to keep them in there, but the clips break. Look, I just put this one in the other day and it's starting to get a little funny already. I don't know, that design sucks. So keep an eye on those. Those are $5. Get a couple extra. It seems the places are running low on those things. Drain plugs. You got your drain plug right here. Make sure you always have that thing in there. People like to play games and pull them out. Buy a couple extra, or 1 or 2 extra, and keep it in the car and maybe one in the boat, so you have it. Because we had somebody already take it and mess with us. So that's about it. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, please leave them below. But so far, happy with the Tracker Pro Guide. For the price, I think you really can't beat it. You know, a great motor they put on here. The components aren't too bad. But yeah, we got 151 hours in here in less than a year, and she's running good. Knock on something. All right, guys. Questions, comments, please leave them below. Have a good day.